I think we do need to clear a blocker. This one will give us 2 districts, so let's do that. Could do the same here. Get another district. I'm starting to think it's time to make some sectors and use that mechanic. But let's ride this a little longer before I do that. It would be nice to have these planets in an okay shape beforehand. Let's see. I think we need more consumer goods. Looks like we still have low stability here. Is it improving at all? I suppose not really. They still have culture shock, so I guess really we can expect this to go until this counter goes down. And then the terror victims thing that comes from that. That's just how it goes. How is our Corvette fleet doing? Are they? They are almost. Oh, and that's the patrol ship. Where's our Corvette? Okay, they're in Witter, so they must have just gone through the wormhole. So they should be back pretty soon. We have a science ship not doing anything here. Ah, it's because they finished that job. So let's have them go ahead and do that, salvage the gas giant, and let's go ahead and build our starbase. Right there. Fill that part of our border in.
Complete.
We should probably come back and address some of these other ones, like there's Space Amoeba here. We're not going to be able to do the automated dreadnought for quite some time. The shard, though, you know, I'm not sure of. I may go ahead and quickly attempt to look this up on another screen here and see if I can figure out what sort of fleet power we're going to need to take that thing on. Okay, so we're not quite there yet. It's looking like we probably need something like, I don't know, 20 or 30K. That's what the internet seems to imply. We're not that far off. Each of these could become 10K in due course with some technology upgrades. Oh, look, we are positive again on energy credits, which is a good thing. Hopefully we can continue to grow that again and get to a decent income, as that'll help us offset our consumer goods problem. We are getting close to 1,000 research, which is also a positive development. Let's have you.
Construction complete.
We need a scientist. And that, I guess, took us back down to negative. Do we have leaders that we can... I guess, do we need as many science ships right now? That's a reasonable question. We just have... I guess we just have the 2.
Construction complete.
So I guess for now that's fine. Let's go ahead and survey these and then come back to continue the excavation. That way we can... fill in these borders here. I particularly want to get to full Badan, so we can do that excavation as well. This one's done. I think I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of the science ship. Oh, it was in the middle of its mission. Oops. I can always come back to it. But for now, I want to save a little bit of money on leaders. And we'll just have the 1.
Construction complete.
We got a bunch of things we can do with our planets. We can do more consumer, you know, we need more civilian industries. Can we, yep, let's just keep on trying to catch up with civilian industries. And let's go ahead and sell some things. And buy some more.
Anomaly found.
Okay, so that should get us in a reasonable shape for the moment. I'm not certain why our energy credits dipped that much all of a sudden. It's a pretty big change. What?
Technology secured.
I don't think the jobs amount has changed a great deal. We're spending a bit more on stations. I don't know if it's... I don't remember what it was before, so I'm not sure if it's a considerable amount. Let's see. Society research. Let's get the tile blocker clearance.
Construction complete.
Let's see, can we
Construction complete.
get a trade hub here?
Construction complete.
Looks like we have some ability to upgrade things. So that does raise the upkeep by 2. So maybe we want to hold off there. I may have been doing that a little wanton. We could turn some of this planet into some energy producingness. Let's go ahead and address this before we read the bunker bot thing. Oh, we're gonna need some housing though. Secure that. Let's do that second. Okay, bunker bot. We have traced the unusual electromagnetic radiation emanating from Rimborth 6 to a secret subterranean bunker hiding a megacomputer the size of a battleship. Our researchers suspect that it may have been there for several thousand years, hard at work, solving a single, very complex problem, the nature of which still eludes us. When the crew attempted to interact with the computer, they discovered that the facility, which had appeared both abandoned and unguarded, was in fact operated by a security AI, the highest purpose of which seems to be frying its visitors alive. As the crew defeated the AI, it broadcasted a message to an unknown recipient. Wow. So we have some choices. We can scrap it and get a bunch of stuff, which could be cool. Help us short term. We can get 120 months of engineering research bonus. Or we can just kind of let it do its thing. And get a bunch of influence. Now, I think we should let it do its thing and get the influence. Because then I can turn around and solve,
complete.
or not solve, but delay a problem we have by doing this capacity overload, which should give us a bump up on energy credits. At least slow the problem down. There we go. Now we're positive for now. We probably can't live on that forever, but it at least will help us keep things going. We're going to get this plus 20% food so that we're a little better off there. Alright, we're moving up along here. Looks like we still have the survey going. I think we can bump up to fastest for a moment. I think I'm reasonably caught up. We do have our fleets in position now. We could go for this war, though that would require either building a new army or moving some chunk of the Sire Army down here up there, which may take a while.
Complete.
I think I'm apt to build a second army. So let's go ahead and go to Oblion. And let's recruit some folks. So we want I think we want psionic armies. They seem to do the best. Okay, so we can't really afford to build that many. So maybe we do indeed need to move some of this. Let's embark some of these. Is this an embark button? Yeah. Oh no, click to embark. Let's leave like 5 on the planet. And then we'll take the rest and get them up here. That is going to be a considerable wait. But they don't exactly have that many planets for us to invade. So we'll wait till they're closer before we declare the war. That is a little bit of a delay, unfortunately. But hey,
War declared.
I didn't plan enough ahead, it seems. In the meantime, we can get these nice and delicious resources here. And then let's also try to get the gas over here. As the gas we're not using, we can always sell. Oh no, actually no, let's not do that. Yeah, I kind of want that survey to finish within, you know, a reasonable amount of time. I don't think we have anything worth constructing over in this area of space right now. So I'm going to move you over here. I think at some point we should look at our star bases. I had done a couple of upgrades without. Yeah, one of the, there it is. One of them was the artisan troop, I thought. Now I think we can build. There it is, the art college, which will give us some neat bonuses there. 20% fanatic spiritualist, 5% psionic theory. So yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. That's upkeep cost things. Let's see what this does. And I don't know that we really need anything else in here. I guess we could just throw some anchorages just to be using the space. Here's our trade hub. What does the off-road trading company do? It produces true trade. Okay. So we do want that, which means we also want another trade hub. And we're going to want to do that in Wur also. Actually, since we already have a patrol, just make this a trade hub. We did get a technology finish, gave us more food. We can reverse engineer minor artifacts. Yeah, let's do the rare tech. Because I think the artifacts thing is in here. So where we can do some things. So we only have like 46 right now. But we can, I guess, spend them on things. Which is kind of interesting. Let's see, we can get... I guess we could have been using this mechanic before. We can get some quick cash. We can get some quick unity, which is nice. Oh, we can also get a xenophile ethics attraction. I don't know that we really need that. The spiritualist one is good.
Construction complete.
I'm actually kind of tempted to do that one. How's our tech world doing?
System charted.
Seemingly well. Looks like Witcher Prime needs a structure again. Let's build another civilian industry, and let's give you another city district for housing.
Technology secured.
Go ahead and build a system there so we can keep expanding. And how goes our army transport? 1100 days. So we still have a little while left here. We need some engineering research. Ooh, battleship or citadel. Let's do battleship. Citadel will be important because we'll need it to get a Titan. But we should do that after battleships. Oh, well, they've got some rebel problems, it seems. I wonder, can we get them to... That's interesting. We can make them a protectorate.
Construction complete.
Let's see what our options are here. We can demand tribute. So that'll make them pay us 25% of their stuff. We can do protectorate. And turn in vassals once they... Okay, so that would be interesting. And then that could force them to help us in the war. You know what? Let's offer the protectorate status. Oh, so there's fanatical purifiers. That's gonna be a problem. So they're the Prakiki T. Let's find them on the map. Oh, so that's who was up here. There's fanatical purifiers. That will be problematic. We're not really close enough to deal with the issue, but they seem to be hemmed in by this larger empire. So hopefully they won't get too strong in the meantime. And it looks like we have ourselves a protectorate. Excellent. Now we just need to turn the rest of them into that, which is a thing we can do. Wonder why they won't just... it's because they're in a federation is why they don't want to. But I think forcing protectorate status on the United Nations of Earth is going to be the play. These democratic tribes may try to defend them, but in the past they really haven't. They just haven't. We've been able to more or less operate in their space with, with extreme prejudice, more or less. Whenever we fought these wars, I just want to wait till the army, the land forces, are a little closer before we kick that off. Unfortunately, the CB we get only lasts a year when we demand protectorate status of them. And for that campaign, we probably want to send one fleet down here, like to clean this up, and then we're going to end up wanting to invade Hamkad and kind of go through here. While the other fleet goes and takes... Probably the first action is take out the Earth, Sol, and then invade, which I'm thinking this fleet with the bigger ships is the winner for that. And actually, let's spend some alloys and reinforce it a bunch. Since we have the time. Get some more of these cruisers going. Which, if you don't recall from last time, I think we designed our own cruiser variant, which is basically kind of a broadside cruiser ship. When we get into battleships, we will likely build a couple of variants. Maybe that's something that's more of a carrier, something that's more of an artillery, kind of back of the line ship. That should be fun to go through. Merrick still has low stability. I think that means we should go ahead and let's build a precinct house. Well, I guess crime's already is pretty low, so we don't really need that. Maybe let's... we have a holo theater, right? So that's helpful already. Let's build an energy grid, though, since they do seem to have a reasonable amount of energy production. And they're just going to give us stuff, which is cool. Okay, so we got our research there done for society. Let's get the Fleet Academy.
Construction complete.
Looks like we got some unemployment here again. Not much I can really do there for the moment. But more importantly, I now see that we have a tradition to pick. Really just don't really have much of a choice there. And in 53 months, we'll be able to get our 4th Ascension perk, which will be a boon for us. We probably want to start thinking about what that's going to be. I am not entirely sure. So if you have an opinion, go ahead and let me know in the chat and whatnot. And we can talk about it. Really, the main thing I wanted to do is make sure we got the Transcendence. Anything after that is bonus points. We could go into building kind of the larger structures.
Construction complete.
There's a really we could try terraforming planets. There's a number of different ways we can go.
Construction complete.
Looks like we can build a couple more structures here. So these produce unity, which is interesting. You know what? Let's... What do I want to build here? I'm at a bit of a loss as to what I think is most important, which I guess maybe means I should build research. Although I do want to make sure we don't go too far off the consumer goods thing again.
Construction complete.
Let's see, this isn't really a planet that's got minerals either. Although it could. We do have the 3 slots. You know what we could do is we could build luxury residences to get housing. And then... in order to get some minerals. Looks like... who's at war? The Exproxy Mandate. And this... wow, they're just bullying this like one system miner here.
Construction complete.
It's probably a good thing I offer Protectorate stats to these folks because I imagine they would have gotten war decked. But we can't have that, can we? Alright, we still have fleet construction happening. I think that'll probably make this fleet full strength. Let's not do that to this other fleet until we see what impact this is going to have on our fleet cap. If once these 2 cruisers show up, I think... are they both... it looks like they're both ship size 4, so we'll be at 119. Okay, so that's not too bad. Oh, but we can reach back into the shroud again. That should be fun. Let's do it. This is a particularly... oh, I should pause while we do this. Oh, cool, a raid. We're going to have to figure out where that is. This is a particularly tempestuous region of the Shroud. Massive currents of raw psionic energy is funneled through here, sometimes giving violent birth to semi-intelligent spiritual apparitions. These confused spirits often clash with one another, unleashing massive amounts of psychic power in battles that can last millennia. In fact, several such duels seem to be taking place right now. We should proceed with caution. Okay, so I think the easy choice here is that we should summon a psionic avatar. For one, because it's a high probability of success, but it's also a cool unit. The powerful energies of the Shroud have been successfully channeled into a psionic avatar under our control. After translating into our universe, the newborn avatar is coalesced into a colossal warrior on the surface of Sutharia. So we got a ground fighter here. let's take a look. At least I thought so. Unless, is it in a transport? Ah, here it is. Yeah, we got this this transport here in Sukasa. Let's take a look. Oh, can we see army details? Sonic Avatar that does 9.37 to 18.75. This thing is a monster. We're definitely going to want to include that in our oncoming campaign. Yeah, these one system miners are just getting wiped out one after another. Let's get some naval capacity, as it seems we're going to need that soon. How are we doing compared to them still? They still are equivalent, but their technology being inferior gives me a little confidence. Even if they do decide to help. And it looks like our army is getting pretty close. So I think it's time for us to think about this war. Our economy's looking pretty good. I think he can handle it. So let's offer them protectorate status. They're going to say no. And before we declare that war, let's look what this archaeological event says. It appears that passageway, descending toward the underground chamber, has suffered some mishap in the past. A cave-in has filled the lower part of the shaft with boulders and dust, in turn making the excavation venture slow and frustrating. Well, that is pretty interesting. We're going to have to see what happens there. I think we also got a technology about reverse engineering things with this. I want to see if it is... So we can get... We can reverse engineer arcane technology. Gain progress on a random tech or gain research. Oh. Let's try this out. Let's see what it does. Okay, so we got research speed 10%. That's pretty cool. Okay, so let's go ahead and declare this. Oh, wow. Okay, so they're going to have a little bit of help. Who is this? Okay, so they've got a third member. State of Zergav Vibafilav. Where are they even at? Okay, so I don't think they're much to worry about. They've got one planet. Yeah, all right. I think we go forward with this. So we're gonna go ahead and try to vassalize them. Can we invite any attackers? Nope. All right.
We have declared war to safeguard our interests.
All right. So big fleet goes straight to their homeworld. Okay, there we go. I guess it needed a little bit of time. Oh, let's also not run on fastest while I'm executing the war. Alright, so then our Corvette fleet, that's a little smaller, I think we can have it go ahead and start raiding through these systems here. And then have it head down this way. And I'm just going to have it kind of go on its own and just take those systems while we focus more on the north.